What's up? Nothing but fun and excitement, right? Well, we'll give folks a chance to come in. While I sit here and watch traffic. Long white line, what's up with you? Oh, that's terrible. I don't want to do that to y'all. Venom, what's up with you? Yeah, me too. Been a busy day. Ran the clock right down to the wire. Had just a few minutes left. JJ. What up, Grace? Ralph, howdy, Cal. Working on your next video, huh? Well, that's cool. Load from Chicago to Denton. Well, good thing you're getting out of Chicago. What up, Gorilla Trucker? See, howdy. Cliff, howdy. It's supposed to be a bit of a storm sweeping across the north up there. 9 people and 2 thumbs up. What's up with that? 10 people and 2 thumbs up. Well, that's a cool deal. Where are you going to get a house at? She still in college or she graduate? What up, son? Your sister's in here too somewhere. If she don't get lost in the crowd. £43 of olives. That's a heap of olives. I think Grandma could eat that many if you gave her about that many avocados too. She likes her avocados. Now she likes green and black olives. I don't like green olives. Mick, what's up, mate? Ah, it's Warwick. There you go, Joe. He's saying thank you about the shirt. Only 19 skids, huh? I just responded where you told me on Facebook you'd got it. Told you I was waiting on the picture. Oh. Well, if you think about moving to Texas, I wouldn't be thinking about buying a house in the Kakalakis. Well, you got to crawl before you can walk, see? Well, you better get going then, Cal. I'm not a big fan of Cargill. What's up, Hans? Mr. Paul, I'll be damned. The feller that don't answer my phone calls no more. Hurt my feelings. Oh, goodness. Well, I'm on another one of them crazy runs. What have I got? 2, 4. It's got like 5 drops on it. Ain't been all bad, Hans. How about yours? Got in 11 hours of driving, so that ain't all bad. Frozen pizza. And where you at now, Cliff? That same thing you said about me, JJ. You gotta learn to come up with different lines for each one of us, man. That's Little Joe's job. He used to play with them nuclear bombs. Well, what you got to realize, Hans, is trucking schools only teach you to get your CDL. That's the problem with the trucking industry today. They used to teach you how to drive a truck. Now they only want to teach you how to get your CDL. And then they holler it's up to the company to train you to be a truck driver. And then they put you out there with a damn rookie that he don't even know how to be a truck driver, but he's supposed to train you. Yeah. That ain't nothing but a recipe for a bunch of damn rookies out here that ain't got a clue. Oh, wait a minute. We already got that. My bad. Never mind. They're doing good. The recipe's working. Still driving for dark. You know what we call C.H. Robertson, don't you? Long line. Cheap and heavy. There's a reason we call them cheap and heavy. Well, that's the whole thing, Hans. That's what several of them have learned, is that, you know, you got to play their game, get your CDL, and then come out here and figure out who to listen to teach you about being a truck driver. You know what my suggestion is to you. Go into the playlist, go back to my videos, and watch them, then watch them again. Some of them ain't going to make no sense to you until you get in that situation. Then you'll be saying, oh, hell, that's what he was talking about. I would like to see that article, Long White Line. Yeah, I knew you meant head of the ATA, but I'd like to see that article. Share it on my Facebook page or send it to me. I think you've got contact information for me. Well, it's easy to find it, Hans. Playlist, so you want to be a trucker. There's 200 or 300, 400, I don't know how many videos are on there. And the thing is you can put it on the constant wind thing where it keeps playing that album or that playlist. And you don't have to watch me. You already know I'm a good-looking rascal. So all you have to do is be listening to it. I hope he ain't going to idle that truck long over there. Man, I I ain't gonna be on too terribly long tonight. I gotta get up fairly early in the morning. Very good. Thank you, Paul. There you go, Hans. Paul just put the link up for you. Every damn body and her brother around here is starting their trucks up. Oh, I've been down for an hour. Well, I ain't been on in a week and y'all ain't got nothing to say. Chat me up. Don't leave it to me to carry the show. I done parked up, had my dinner, talked to Grandma for a minute. All right, good night, Cliff. Oh, not a whole lot, Warwick. Same old nonsense. Driving city to city. Had a damn flat last night, if that's exciting. 4-hour repair, you know how that shit goes. Now I'm on my way to Little Rock. One of the places I detested. It's a pain in the butt. Just to get into their dock for one pallet. But welcome to trucking. I didn't even look see how far it is in between any of them. Let's see, 4 miles between the two in Little Rock, then 351 miles to the next one, then 137 miles. Well, I'll get maybe the first 3 off, but that first one in Houston ain't coming up tomorrow. That ain't gonna happen. Let's see here. Okay, that's somebody sent me a link. Was that you, Whiteline? Carlos, what's up? Yeah, I got it. I'll watch it before I go to bed. Yeah, we ain't allowed to do that stuff anymore. Insurance and warranties and all that nonsense. What up, Tanner? A lot of these companies don't even want you to change your own lights. Of course, a lot of these headlights they get nowadays, you can't even touch them with your hand. Just the oil off your fingers will make them go out quick. Uh-huh. Well, JJ, you can say that until you've changed the tire. But all the equipment that would be required is kind of crazy. To jack a truck up, you gotta have a pretty good jack. Well, they're true, long white line. The only thing he messed up on was admitting it. Yeah, I made a video about that wreck out there. Tanner, if you didn't see it. Trucker accountability. They're heavy. And then to jack one of these trucks up when it's fully loaded, not to mention the hazards of trying to do it on the side of the road, shit, I ain't gonna do it. They can put that little yellow truck behind me that says Loves on it with its flashing lights. They can pay big bucks for it. It blows me away. Well, I did that video when I was broke down, had a flat tire down there just north of the house. And look how many truck drivers could have got over, but they didn't. They stayed right there and rocked my truck. All right, Lion, take it easy. That's a fact. No respect or common sense. You just floating your boat and there down there? Mighty Motive, what's up? What's going on in Canada? Is that little squall hitting you all up there too? We got one been nailing our northern sections. They got it all the way down to 65 down here today. I started to write my congressman and tell them to pass a law to keep all that cold weather up there in Canada. And yes, I'm going to have banana. Got a new job. Oh, excuse me. Got a new job, huh? What are you doing? All right, Carlos, take it easy, man. I like my nanners. I used to haul car parts for Ford. That was a pretty sweet gig, actually. If you can stick it out and get on a dedicated route, it's really sweet. Two bushels? Suckers better be green or that girl better like to live off of them. Nanner pudding and frozen nanner pops. You ever make frozen nanner pops? Grandma used to make them. She made them here a while back for the grandbabies. Oh yeah, that's typical. Nickel and diamond and pushing the weight limits. Well, Grandma would freeze them first and then dip them in the chocolate. She'd put them on a stick, freeze them, dip them in the chocolate, put them back in the freezer is how I think she did it. White or chocolate, it didn't matter. I think last summer she made some for the grandbabies. Telling them how she used to make them for their daddy. Yeah, but what did he haul for Honda? There's a difference in hauling cars and hauling parts. They were good, Grace. You need to make some for Allie. You need to get popsicle sticks or get the long wooden skewers and you cut them down into 3 or 4 sections. Oh, logs go back as far as I know, Gil. They go back as far as all of the old trucker songs. Now let's see if he can get out. Everybody had to fire up and back up. Yep, they missed me. That's all that counts. Exactly, Paul. Anything dipped in chocolate is good. Wow, 3,800-mile round trip. That's good. Yeah, but it ain't gonna be that bad. Well, it depends on what your truck's set at too. Coming out of Canada, some of you boys are castrated bad. What is 62 mile an hour or 65? I forget. I know y'all didn't like me when I came up there. I wasn't castrated. Okay, it is 65. Well, first off, my W9 was too damn long. And then with the boats that we carried, they stuck off the back. And if we went out there, the far west out there, If we went out up through there, you can only get permitted either for your truck or for your trailer. You couldn't get permitted for both of them. We have one scale house to get by to where we delivered them boats at up there. And there was another guy with a company, had a truck just like mine. They busted his ass about 3 different times over his truck. They never even got me once. Oh, that would get him. I kept telling him, you got to go through about 3 in the morning. That scale house was notorious. Now, there was only one going north. There wasn't one coming south. So, thank you, Paul. JJ forgot how to do that. I guess he's leaving it all to you. Ours are set at 70. 60 mile an hour. Oh, my goodness. Well, they can be. I never got harassed up there. I ran up there for 4 or 5 years. Up there damn near every week, and I never got harassed up there. Oh. Oh, Jim Dunn, I don't want to hear it. Your Yankee ass wasn't no good food if it came up and sat in your lap. He went by some fly-by-night restaurant and tried some Cajun food and started howling and carrying on how it wasn't no good. He didn't even make it to the restaurant I told him to go to. I told him where to go to, but he stops in New Orleans and probably stopped by a truck stop to get his what he was going to call Cajun food. I don't want to hear it, Jim Dunn. Yeah, I'll tell her, Grace. Well, of course you did, Jim Dunn. You ain't got a clue. Where'd you get it at? If you threw it out, that tells me you did not go to that restaurant I told you to go to. If you threw it out, that means you went into one of these nasty truck stops that has the burnt hot dogs. You did not give Cajun food a fair, honest try. That's about like judging all American food from these truck stops. I wonder about you at times, boy. Y'all notice he ain't told us yet where he stopped to try his Cajun food at. Exactly, JJ. He don't know good food. Sitting here watching these trucks roll in, all kinds of them. Right? I hear you, Paul. Actually, Grandma had fixed me up some of that steak I'd cooked her for her birthday. Her birthday was Monday, but Saturday night I cooked her up a birthday dinner, and she fixed me up a plate of leftovers. So I had steak and baked cater and mixed veggies. And a banana. I got more nanners. What up, research? Exactly. That's what Jim Dunn calls good food is McDonald's. Evidently, he couldn't take the heat, could he? He done ran off. I started jumping his butt, and he done ran off. All right, Mighty Motive. Good night, brother. Good luck on that run. Keep the left door shut and the pedal down. You'll be all right. Even at 65 miles an hour. Oh, I detest McDonald's. Big time. But then again, about the only fast food burgers I like is Whataburger. I do Arby's once in a while. I like their, damn it, bacon ranch, whatever it is. Me and Grandma eat a lot of them. $65 is good. It keeps you safe and makes the company money. Oh, wait a minute. In your case, it keeps your country safe. While doing the rock and roll, we went up through New York. We had to stop. They had a place set up already. Everybody had to have their trucks turned down to 65. Then we crossed over into Canada, went and did our show. Came back out, stopped at the same place, and had our trucks turned back up. $100 each trip, so $200 in cost just to go to Canada. Well, D ain't got no taste either. Oh yeah, I used to love KFC. And unfortunately, I still think they have the best chicken out there. I'm just scared of the restaurants anymore. They've had so many issues with bad employees doing stupid stuff. I'm scared to eat it. And I think personally that if they find people's messing with your food in them fast food joints, there really should be some jail time to it. I honestly feel that way. I mean, that's assault. Any way you spell it, that's assault. And I don't mean SALT either. Yeah, me and Grandma stopped by one on our last road trip up to Missouri to bury my mama. Oh, it was terrible. Disgusting. What up, Kelly, my brother? Oh, that was a few months ago, but I appreciate it. It was her time and she was ready. Stone was up. Talk about crybabies, and here he comes, see? First we have to do with Jim Dunn crying. Now we're going to have Stone on here crying. Nothing but complaining. You know the routine, Kelly. All right, Cal, night. Actually, he ain't doing that bad. It ain't kicking his butt yet, but it's opening his eyes up. We've talked several times, and I got to bust his chops. He's stoned. If I didn't bust his chops, he wouldn't think I liked him. What up, David? Well, congratulations on the bride-to-be. You quit the rock show trucking, huh? I hear you. The rock and roll circuit ain't what it used to be, man. Once again, corporations got in there and the bean counters started cutting the truck drivers' throats. Started taking away from the truck driver and putting it in their pocket. Well, that's a good deal, research, I reckon, for you anyway. I didn't say fried pork chops, but I damn sure could. Stone, Mick Green there, that's Warwick. I don't bust your chops, JJ. I go easy on you. Swift and Knight's merging, I hadn't heard nothing about it. It don't surprise me. When they merge like that, it just Swift's wanting their contracts. Oh yeah, Australia's actually got some of it worse than us. You think your truck's slow, Stone? Warwick was just saying theirs are set at 60 miles an hour. How'd you like going through the outback at 60 miles an hour? I guarantee you, Kelly, I can give you a hard time. Hell, I'll call Grandma and let her give you a hard time. Duluth, Minnesota. Well, it's liable to be freezing up there, research. Well, you should be halfway through your probation there, Paul. You mean you got some outlaws still, Warwick? Well, that might be today it's in the 60s. My understanding that northern front was blowing across, and that might already be by. I ain't been watching it. It didn't dip down this way, so I wasn't worried. Snowing in Duluth. Now, I'm in Arkansas right now. And it's in the 60s here. And yes, Stone, the government made them cut them back. Them Aussies used to be as big as outlaws as we were, if not bigger. I had dreams of going over there and driving the Outback. But Warwick tells me you gotta change your own tires and all that stuff. Yeah, I just have to write it out, Paul. I'm about 60 miles west of Little Rock on I-40. Stone was saying they was calling for golf ball size hail where he's at, over there in Ardmore, Oklahoma. Alright, well, maybe y'all are still on here. You cut it out on my part. Now, Paul won't get back in the truck for 2 or 3 more months. Okay, well, good. And Stone, what me and you and Carlos was talking about earlier, we're not going to put on here. We'll keep that to ourselves for a while. Yeah, I heard there was tornadoes and stuff your way. Well, somebody else pulled in beside me. We'll see if he turned it off or not. I've weathered out a lot of storms out here. It might wake me up if it gets hailing or something, but other than that, it just rocked me to sleep. What I'm fixing to do. Yes, I done took my evening meds. Yep. I double checked. Oh, you got that right. I've been in sandstorms so bad that it literally sandblasted the side of the truck. Had to change out the air filters, not blow them out, change them out. Had trucks freeze up going down the road. Had radiators freeze up going down the road. Had a tornado chasing me once up in Kansas, not far from where Kelly is. Yeah, that was going up to Green Bay, Wisconsin when that radiator froze up. Uh-huh. It's all a matter of timing, Stone. You'll damn sure learn to watch your weather. You get up there in Canada, dude, you got some long stretches without anything there. You think you do out west down here? When do you get to Canada? You think you're good at trip planning? Did it get better up there? You hammer on it. You mash that gas and tote that ass. Showing them a whole new class. If they get caught in a twister, they ain't going to have time to do nothing, Kelly. Well, my condolences there, Google. I hope your recipe comes out good for you. What up, railroader? That's about it, Kelly. There's a reason on the airplanes they tell you tuck your head between your knees. Mr. Williams, not Miss. It is a sir. Well, I wouldn't even call him mister. I've known him too damn long. He just a damned old burnt-out truck driver. Can't get it down the road no more. Well, working like crazy is a good thing. Look at the money you're making. Can I borrow some? Being you got all the money. Right? You ain't gonna have time to detach from a trailer and get out of there. It's real simple. You can see twisters way in front of you. And if you see one, stop and see where the hell it's going. Preferably stopping where you can turn around if you need to and go the other way. If you see one coming behind you, they don't normally just follow the highways. So gas on it and get the hell out of there. Now, it's something that's not common anymore, but in them situations, you must use common sense. Don't drive into a twister. It ain't a TV show. And you're not going to be counting the cows flying by you. I hear you on that downtime. Now, who told you trucks can only go 65? No, that's the problem, railroaders. They don't use the common sense. And that ain't just in this industry. I'm a company driver. My truck does more than 65. Paul's a company driver. His does more than 65. There's a lot of companies out here do more than 65. Well, yeah, 70's better. It's 5 miles an hour faster than 65. Oh, no, you got too many dumbasses out here. You got to have the limiters on them. Well, JJ, guess what, buddy? I've made my share of mad backing in. It's a real simple thing. If you want the freight, if you want the products, all the shit that you got in your house, you got to wait on us to back into a dock somewhere. Whether that's your shit on that trailer or not, it's somebody's and they want it. So, people have just got to learn to be patient and give us our time and our room to get into the docks and do what we got to do. Believe it or not, most truck drivers do not like blocking up traffic. But then again, we don't like trying to back in and having these four-wheelers cut us off left and right. And the place that I got to go to first thing in the morning, I promise you, I will be blocking traffic. And it probably for a few minutes, because it's a bitch to back into. Been there and done it half a dozen times, and every time I block traffic. And I don't care. They want their freight. Yeah, they were, Kelly. They was a lot better. A 100 miles an hour in this day and age is reckless. Now, if you get out west, traffic's light. It's one thing to run 80 mile an hour, 85. When you start hitting that 90 and 100, that ain't good. And me and Kelly used to do that back in the day. This ain't today no more. They'll lock you up in jail for that stuff nowadays. Exactly, unless you're in the desert or out west. Back in the day, up there on 80 and 90, out west, hell, they had the speed limit set at 85 and 90 there for a little while. When they came off the 55 nonsense, they had it set at like 90 up there at one time, and they raised hell with them. You're right, Paul. That's bear bait. Call him pork chop. Tie a pork chop around his neck, send him up the road, and let him find the bears. What up, Michael? Oh, are they? Hell, I can't do speed limit on the turnpike now anyway. It's 75. I run 71, 72. I don't know why they're afraid out here these days. If they're aware of their surroundings. If there was a big crime on female truck drivers, we'd be knowing about it before the rest of the world does. Ain't that the truth, Kelly? And there's a few of them they wouldn't be scared of, but they would soon learn to be. Well, the thing is, Michael, when they break out that TV camera and start talking to people, it's just like walking into a room of politicians. You start getting all kinds of stories. Now, ask them to prove their stories. And I'm not saying women haven't had their issues out here. I'm sure they have. But so have the men. I hear more about men getting robbed out here by gunpoint, getting shot, and all that stuff than anything else. And I find it hard to believe that if the women got robbed, assaulted in whatever way, that we'd have thousands of unreported incidents. I ain't buying it. I'm sorry. I figure it's just another newscast bullshit show. That's just me. I could be wrong. I'm probably not, but I could be. Well, when me and Kelly first met, I was packing. Yeah, exactly, Kelly. Well, thank you, Michael. Glad you enjoyed it. No, I can't tell you right off the bat. You'd have to do your own research. And it all breaks down to the company policy. And I doubt if they're going to tell you if you're calling about a job. You are paranoid, JJ. But you have a reason to be. I understand. Me, I don't carry a gun out here. Too many dumbass drivers that I think need shot. I've never needed one. There's been a few times I wish I'd had one. Well, best thing to do is whenever you hire on with a company is read their owner's manual or their employee's manual and see what they say. And that concealed carry stuff, that only works so far. That only works if the states agree with your state on it. I forget what they call that. Me and Grandma keep threatening to go get ours, but we live in Texas. We have laws saying that we can carry anyway. Yeah, there you go. What they said. Well, folks, I got to get over here and go to bed. I got to set my alarm tonight. You know I hate doing that. I want to try to beat the traffic into that first place I deliver at I was just talking about. I want to get in there and block up traffic bright and early. I catch them when they're all going to work late, they'll really like me. Well, New York and what was it, Virginia or West Virginia? They're real bad too. No tolerance. I think New Jersey just changed theirs. But with that, I appreciate y'all coming in. Made for a good video tonight, good live stream tonight. Y'all remember, God loves you. So do I. Y'all have a blessed evening now. Good night.